Maritime Museum at WZMQ 19.
Watch my reports from Delta County only on 19 News.
Who he is and what led up to his arrest. Plus, tensions are escalating in Congress as lawmakers work to quickly agree on a budget before a potential government shutdown at the end of this month. And cleanup continues at the former Marquette General Hospital site when the demolition company expects the buildings to start coming down. Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Well, now we're really starting to feel like September weather, Ariane. I'm glad we're staying cool for a little while.
Yeah, but I wasn't expecting to have to layer up this soon. Yeah, I am in layers tonight. It's a little bit chilly out there. We'll expect those chilly temperatures to continue, maybe warming up a little bit this weekend. We've got some evening drizzle as well as fog. We'll expect that fog to continue into our Friday evening. Not really going to hit those 70s again till possibly this weekend. Today we saw a high of 52 degrees. So friends, it is almost fall, dare I say it. 7-day outlook and your school day outlooks coming up.
Thank you very much, Ariane. Developing now, a man suspected of lighting Michigan State Police patrol vehicles on fire in Sault Ste. Marie yesterday is under arrest after a shootout with police this afternoon. MSP says it started yesterday morning when a 39-year-old man from Florida doused patrol cars in gasoline and lit them on fire before shooting his rifle at the vehicles. Police found the man this afternoon around 1:45 on Riverside Road in Chippewa County. During a search warrant, the man opened fire on troopers. Police returned fire and injured the suspect. He was taken to My Michigan Medical Center where he remains in custody while being treated. No police were injured and the investigation continues. MSP says the maximum charges are being sought. WZMQ will keep you updated as this story develops. In Washington, tensions between the U.S. House of Representatives and the Senate are growing over a possible government shutdown. Some senators are accusing the House of not working in a bipartisan way to finalize a budget, which threatens a shutdown. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp joins us live from the U.S. Capitol. Rachel, good evening.
Good evening, Sarah. So Congress has until September 30th to finalize the budget. The Senate is already back here on the Hill working, and the House will come back to D.C. next week, giving them just a little amount of time to finalize some of these important budget bills. Now, the two chambers are trying to balance out some differences between spending levels and policy issues within these budget bills. Senate Democrats are even praising their Senate Republican colleagues for working together on this in a bipartisan manner, and add that they are following the budget outline that the Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, and President Biden agreed to on the debt ceiling. But some House hard-right Republicans want to go further and spend less on non-defense spending than what was agreed to. This is causing some concern that the House will be unable to move forward with these bills unless those demands are met. For the most part, the Senate seems united that they don't want a shutdown and are encouraging the House to work together to avoid a shutdown.
This month, of course, Congress needs to address our nation's most pressing needs with timely appropriations, and we need to keep the lights on from October 1st.
A government shutdown threatens the safety of Americans in every single area of our lives. Support for the troops and national defense, air travel, rail safety, food inspections through the USDA. Basically, our ability to provide Americans with the daily services that they need and deserve.
Sarah, on top of all of this, Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy is also battling a different battle. Some of those same hard-right Republicans are threatening to try to oust him from his speakership role if the Speaker does not lower that non-defense spending. Back to you.
All right, Rachel, thank you very much. And according to reports, a government shutdown doesn't necessarily have widespread impacts on the economy unless a shutdown drags on for weeks. Coming up in our 19 News Insights in about 11 minutes, we talk with Congressman Jack Bergman about what he'd like to see in the budget and if he anticipates a shutdown. In Lansing this week, legislators made their way back to session following Governor Whitmer's What's Next address. The 108th State House District Representative Dave Preston says he's heading back to the House chambers hesitant about the ambitious goals set by the governor. Representative Preston says the governor's timeline and goals for electric vehicles, alternative energy sources, and permitting changes are unattainable in rural areas across the state. He says the idea of electric public transportation and moving the permitting process to Lansing won't work for the UP.
It's just the one-size-fits-all that Lansing and Lansing bureaucracies like to put onto the state of Michigan and lump us in the UP with it. It's tone deaf.
Coming up tonight at 11:10 Central, hear more from Representative Preston about his legislative goals and concerns in the upcoming months. Meantime, Delta County is seeking state funding to purchase new equipment for early voting. After a ballot proposal passed last year, each city and township precinct is required to offer 9 days of early voting for state and federal elections. City and township clerks are working together to select 2 precincts that will host early voting at one Delta County location. But the cost of the equipment needed is $25,000. So the Delta County clerk is applying for a grant through the state.
And that it covers the cost of the equipment, and there's about an $8,000 cost for workers for that 9 days, and we're hoping that it may cover some of that also.
The 2024 presidential primary will be the first opportunity for that 9-day early voting. WZMQ will follow this story as a precinct location in Delta County is chosen. We're getting new details tonight about the redevelopment plans for the former Marquette General Hospital site. Today, the City of Marquette, the NMU Foundation, and demolition company Adamo Group held a public meeting to provide updates on the estimated $166 million project. Demolition is still in the environmental phase, removing asbestos and other waste from the building. The Adamo Group says structural demolition will begin in early October.
Once the buildings are down, the materials being shipped off site, and then once we get enough area opened up, we'll be able to start the below grade demo, which is removing all the concrete and foundations and that.
The Adamo Group will also assume all snow removal responsibility on College Avenue, as it will remain a closed road until demolition is complete. Your first warning weather forecast is coming up after this break. Plus, the cover 2. Luke Giardi is in the studio to talk about a high school football team that's looking to amp things up this season. And later, some heavy machinery is on display in Delta County when you can check out the Great Lakes Logging Expo. We're back in 2 minutes.
19 News is brought to you by Dan Perkins Construction.
When you put on a product this nice, you want to sing it from the rooftops. You know my roof's good looking, will last the rest of your life. Each day I go to work thinking, we're doing this right. Buy a roof for me and I think you'll see you'll be happy as a gherkin. 'Cause we do it right and we're really polite. Take it from me, Dan Perkins. You try rhyming something with Perkins.
Save on your next project with 11% off everything at Menards. Complete your updates with Alex Plus All-Purpose Caulk. This sealant works for a wide variety of indoor and outdoor applications and is paint ready in 30 minutes. Only $1.99 each after rebate. Enhance the look of your door with the newest styles and trends of Kwikset electronic door locks. Pick up this Kwikset Matte Black Contemporary Electronic Deadbolt for only $84.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
This season on the Challenge USA.
You knew this game was due for a changeup, right?
It's every player.
I've been getting targeted left and right.
This game makes you do bad things for themselves.
At this point, it's an individual game. I just don't trust anyone.
But who has what it takes?
I don't know what to do.
Just
guy's ship is going to sink very soon.
To win it all.
I will fight my way to that final, whatever it takes.
The Challenge USA. All new tonight at 10, 9 Central on CBS.
When the sun's out.
Things that get us excited?
Sunscreen.
Who gets excited about sunscreen? Give me that sunscreen! Woo!
The fun's out.
Oh, give me that SPF 30, SPF 50, SPF 70!
On Pictionary. Pictionary, weekdays at 7 on WZMQ CBS. Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News. Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasek.
Those temps are like the bunny hop out there. We're in the 50s for the majority of us, a few low 60s. We'll see those temps drop down considerably tonight into the 40-degree range. Foggy conditions expected, and then those clouds partly to mostly cloudy conditions, and then gradual sunshine throughout our Friday. Tomorrow's Friday, friends, will warm up just a little bit, about 55 to 70 degrees, and then tomorrow evening you can expect mostly clear skies, but patches of fog returning and another cool night. Just a reminder, with all of this fog that we are seeing, make sure you are slowing down, giving extra space for other vehicles, and then you've got your low beams or fog lights if you have those in your vehicle. Make sure you're using them. Okay, taking a look at what we've got as far as precipitation on the radar the past couple of hours. It's been fairly dry out there, maybe some mist or drizzle, and we can expect that overnight, mostly in the northern part. But currently, you can't really see any precipitation dropping down because it's that minute. So we'll have cloud coverage into our Friday morning. Like I said, gradually becoming sunny. We'll expect some sunny skies this weekend as well. Maybe some clouds on our Saturday morning, mostly over in the west as it starts to increase in that early evening hour, and then possible showers coming in on our Saturday evening here. Again, most of that in the western portion as it makes its way towards the central portion of the UP. For our Friday noon forecast for school, here are your 5 school districts we're taking a look at. It's going to be a little bit chilly out there. Make sure your students got a light jacket or a hoodie because we'll see those temperatures about 60 degrees. But again, mostly sunny skies for everybody, especially later on in the day. The temperatures in that 60-degree range. Not quite as hot as what we've been seeing, but not quite as cool as what we saw today. We'll be warming up here in Marquette on Saturday with a high of 68. Should be a great day for that UP Fall Beer Fest going on at the Lower Harbor. Mostly cloudy, though, on Sunday, and a slight chance of rain showers continuing into our week, maybe Monday and Tuesday. But other than that, we'll be in that nice 60-degree range.
Thank you very much, Ariane. Our 19 News Insights is on the way next. Congressman Jack Bergman sat down with us earlier this week. We talked with him about the looming federal budget deadline and what he thinks of the potential of House Republicans pursuing an impeachment inquiry against President Biden. That conversation is just 2 minutes away.
Shop hundreds of Lazy Boys at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Kick back in comfort in an industry-leading recliner. Choose from all fabrics, colors, and sizes with prices starting as low as $4.99 plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture in Houghton today.
Tonight, how much was already known about George Santos' questionable past before he was elected to Congress? A CBS News investigation reveals a damaging report. Then, as fentanyl takes more American lives, inside an effort to disrupt the supply chain on the CBS Evening News.
Here's your WZMQ CBS This is Home Community Calendar.
% of falls in the home occur in the bathroom. Don't put yourself or a loved one at risk. There's a safe bathing system for everyone's budget.
Enjoy a bathing experience that combines safety, comfort, and excellence. If assisted living is not for you, a BCI walk-in tub may well be the answer, giving you the safety and freedom to live independently. A BCI walk-in tub is the most affordable and comfortable walk-in tub in the market today. With our dual drain technology, your tub will drain quickly, and for those that still like the feature of a shower, our two-way bliss gives you both a handheld and overhead shower head. We offer the best financing in the industry with payments as low as $99 per month or no interest, no payments for 18 months with approved credit. For comfort, safety, price, and selection, it's got to be BCI Walk-In Tub. Be one of the first 50 callers and save $1,500. Call 800-719-6702, 800-719-6702 for a free, no obligation in-home consultation.
You're watching the award-winning WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Sarah Blakely.
Tonight on Insights, we are getting a congressional update. Joining us tonight is Congressman Jack Bergman. Thank you for coming in.
Hey, great to be with you.
All right, so let's first talk about the elephant in the room. We've got a budget to settle here in about 3 weeks. What are you hoping to see in that budget?
Well, number one, fiscal responsibility in a timely manner, which in some cases is easier said than done, but we, as Congress, need to do the right thing to keep the government open. But that does not allow the government to just do things the way it wants and wastefully spend taxpayers' dollars. So I'll be back in D.C. next week, and there's going to be a lot of intense negotiations going on, but we don't have a revenue problem in our country. We have a spending problem. And pretty much everybody who understands how things work and how money is spent realizes that. So it's up to us, since we're the party in the majority, to bring good, reduced spending proposals to the board, get it voted on, and get the government to stay open. And if we have to do a short-term CR, which is a continuing resolution to keep it open, that's kind of a stopgap measure. I would support one that is extremely limited, like maybe maximum 30 days. Don't let things drag on. But there has to be some reality in where we stop spending money and where we put money into things like, very simple, border security.
Sure. You mentioned you would support that CR. I know some House Republicans have said they even would support a shutdown. Is that something that you are hoping to avoid?
You know, a shutdown shows that people aren't at the table. We need to do everything we can to avoid a shutdown, which means everybody has to come to the table and really work to find a way. And it's not going to be easy, because the wasteful spending or the unaccounted for spending that we've got, it's rampant and it's too much. So the more you do it, the more you waste, and the more it costs taxpayers their hard-earned dollars.
Are you confident that you can avoid a shutdown in the next 24, 23 days now?
Not 100%.
Gotcha. All right. Some House Republicans have also said that they do want less spending than what was agreed upon in that bill to raise the debt ceiling between Speaker McCarthy and President Biden. Where do you stand on that? You said you want less spending, but would you still support something by the end of this month?
Again, if the right package comes, and we have seen over the long term of government negotiations, it usually boils down to the 11th hour, and you got to get everybody to come to the table. We're coming back after being gone for basically 6 weeks, being back in the district, doing what we do to reconnect with our constituents. But now it's time to get back to work, because we have September 30th looming in front of us.
All right, let's switch gears and talk about the possibility of an impeachment inquiry against the president over his alleged potential involvement with his son's business dealings. Do you see that as a possibility within the next few months, and is that something you would even support?
Well, you know, when you have folks like Jamie Comer, who's the Republican from Kentucky, who's the chairman of Oversight, and you have Jim Jordan from Ohio, who is chairman of Judiciary. They're both lawyers, and they're both good lawyers, and they both understand how to move things forward, in this case with an impeachment inquiry. And the goal is to get all the information that is potentially out there before difference. But the inquiry, absolutely, and I've seen some stuff as recently as today where Chairman Comer is doing just that. as we move forward here.
Gotcha. So supporting the impeachment inquiry, and if that does end up moving forward, would you still support even articles of impeachment if it seems inevitable that it would fail in the Senate?
Well, it's too early to say yes or no on that. It's kind of like any investigation. Let's let it unfold to see what's there. The old saying, if there's smoke, there's fire. Well, if there's a fire, we're going to put it out.
Congressman Bergman, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All righty. You can watch my full interview with Congressman Bergman right now at WZMQ19.com and our mobile news app. The Cover 2 is on the way next. Luke Giardi is here with details on a hometown football team that's getting fired up for the season. And what you'll find this weekend at the Great Lakes Logging Expo at the UP State Fairgrounds. That's ahead after the break. But first, here's your Upers United volunteer opportunity of the day. The Room at the Inn in Marquette is looking for volunteers to cover the breakfast shift, 8 to 11 a.m. The extra hands are needed to help cook, clean, prepare, and serve the meals. To sign up to be a volunteer or check out other opportunities, just head to upersunited.com.
Trapped and dangerously sick. The international rescue operation tonight for the Americans stuck more than 3,000 feet inside a Turkish cave. That and more news tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Pucko's Party Store is where the party starts. They're your party store and more in Calumet. Great deals on all your favorite drinks and snacks. Keep warm and in style with exclusive Keweenaw alpaca gear and Pucko's wear. Craft beers and top shelf drinks for whatever your taste. Many lucky winners have won big bucks at Bucko's. Don't forget your ORV, hunting and fishing license, and the best bait.
Save your bucks at Bucko's.
There's something that we have never done before.
Here we go. Let's get into it.
Go!
I don't know if I've ever seen this much energy.
100 shows is a pretty big milestone. Let's celebrate, y'all. And we're celebrating in a big way. Mr. John Legend is here. And of course, he's gonna sing something for us.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ TV CBS, followed by 19 News at 6.
My dad, he's a double amputee, and he's one of my favorite people in the world. To me, a hero is someone who fights for our country and freedom. My dad is a hero. Homes for Our Troops built this house, and my dad can get through the wide doorways. He can reach anything.
Homes for Our Troops builds and donates specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post-9/11 veterans and enables them to rebuild their lives. Join our mission at hfotusa.org.
It's time for the Cover 2. Luke Giardi is here to talk about one team looking to make some massive strides this season. Hey, Luke.
Hey, Sarah. In early 2020, the Gwynn football program was struck with tragedy when beloved head coach Dion Brown unexpectedly passed away. In the following 2 seasons, the program had 2 different head coaches as they were looking for long-term stability. They then tabbed Derek Nyquist to take over the job in 2022. Nyquist played quarterback for the Model Towners from 2005 to 2008 and then spent time with the Michigan Tech football program. In his first season, Gwynn went 1-8 with the lone win coming on a forfeit. But everyone kept their heads down and kept working, and last Thursday, Nyquist and the Model Towners got their first on-field victory, beating West Erin County 32-6, a performance Nyquist attributes to the belief in the work over time.
I wouldn't say a whole lot has changed. You know, the kids have always worked hard. I felt like our coaches have worked hard. Everything just takes time, you know, putting in new offense, new defense. You know, time will help us out for sure. And, you know, these kids learning the new stuff, you never give enough credit for how smart they are. You know, they pick up things a lot quicker than us sometimes. And after the game, we win, lose, or draw, whatever. We always tell the players that they got to get better. A lot of stuff they can fix, but we also we make sure to say that us coaches can get better too. Stuff we can, play calling, we can do better in certain situations and taking care of the football, and not just them, but we get better every week too.
Gwynn hits the road tomorrow night in a Westpac Iron clash with the Manistee Emeralds, where the Model Towners plan to continue to keep their heads down and go to work. For more local sports coverage, tune into the Sports Drive weekdays from 3 to 4 p.m. with myself and Tyler Young on Fox Sports Marquette 105.1, 99.9. And always great to see some hard work pay off, Sarah.
That is for sure, Luke. Thank you very much. In Escanaba, the Great Lakes Timber Professionals Association is hosting its 77th annual expo at the UP State Fairgrounds. WZMQ's Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons has a look at the opening day of the event.
Basically what we call a loggers holiday. It brings all of our members together with all the industry folks, all of the people that manufacture equipment.
The Great Lakes Logging and Heavy Equipment Expo draws industry professionals from throughout Michigan and Wisconsin each year. The Timber Professionals Association's executive director says Escanaba is the perfect place to host the event.
Escanaba is basically a forestry-minded community. We have a large paper mill here. We have a lot of forest. A lot of our members come from this area.
The expo showcases the latest advances in logging technology, like firewood processors and log splitters.
We have all the equipment manufacturers out here. They come as far away as Sweden, Finland, basically global.
And highlights the impact of the industry on the country's economy.
We need somebody to purchase the wood that we're harvesting. If we didn't have the markets, it would actually cost the public money to make sure that our forests were maintained for health.
The Great Lakes Timber Professionals Association says logging is an essential part of sustainable forest management.
Our forest needs to be managed, like out west, the fires that happen out there. That's really because of a lack of management. It's about wildlife, habitat, water quality, recreational opportunities.
And invites the public to visit the expo to learn more.
Our mission as an industry is to make sure that we never run out of trees and that we never have a lack of access to those trees.
Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Escanaba.
The Logging and Heavy Equipment Expo continues tomorrow from 8 to 5 and Saturday from 8 to 1. Admission is just $20. We have some more drizzle and potential fog on the way this evening. Ariane has the outlook on the way next.
Superior Collision is seeking a certified auto body technician for full-time employment. Qualified candidates can call or apply in person, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday.
There's nothing like the feeling you get being outdoors. The UP Ice Fishing and Hunting Expo has everything you need to be ready. The expo returns to the UP State Fairgrounds Ruth Butler Building. Inside, discover great sponsors with everything from bait to rods and reels. Mark it down now on your calendar, November 3rd through the 5th at the UP State Fairgrounds. The UP Ice Fishing and Hunting Expo, brought to you by the Daily Press and WZMQ 19 News.
When the sun's out. Things that get us excited?
Sunscreen.
Who gets excited about sunscreen? Give me that sunscreen! Woo! The fun's out. Oh, give me that SPF 30, SPF 50, SPF 70! On Pictionary.
Jacuzzi, hot
Jacuzzi again! You're going to Panama!
Pictionary, weekdays at 7 on WZMQ CBS.
If you crave the full New York State Schuyler County experience, here's where the rubber meets the road. Schuyler County, something for everyone, plus so much more. Plan your Schuyler County and New York State adventure today.
In a world of super dull son-in-laws and devious daughters.
I'm a bona fide superhero.
I know where she's coming from. I spent my whole life being riveting.
Only Plaid Man gets the final word.
Where'd he go? Oh, that's his superpower. He can escape conversations in a single bound.
Last man standing.
Right now, we are in that 50-degree range, some clouds fog is possible this evening, as well as a little bit of drizzle hanging out. Taking a look, though, the next couple of days, we'll expect fall-like temperatures tomorrow, and then a little bit warmer on Saturday with more sunshine on the way. Taking a look at our UP Fall Beer Fest, those temperatures in the mid-60s with some sunshine in the lower harbor here in Marquette. Our 7-day outlook for Escanaba, we've got decreasing clouds tomorrow. We'll warm up just a little bit on Saturday and Sunday with rain likely to return.
Finally tonight, a Marquette car dealership is helping teachers buy school supplies. Fox Marquette Subaru selected Birchview Elementary in Ishpeming for its annual Adopt a Classroom program. Each teacher at Birchview is getting $500 for classroom supplies. The principal says even though they budget for supplies before the semester begins, there are still some items that get missed.
That money comes in like this on donations or even supplies, if other businesses are donating supplies, it really helps bridge the gap of what we have to what we need in order to make our students successful.
And as you saw, the kids were very excited about that. Coming up tonight at 11, hear more about Birchview's Good Behavior Incentive program called Power Permit. That's the next time we'll see you. Have a good evening.